Commercial aviation was still relatively young when the Second World War ended, but it developed quickly owing to the development of aircraft technologies and construction of airfields during the war. It was so new, in fact, that when in 1948 the first attempt was made to hijack a commercial airliner in flight, the term hijack hadn't even yet been coined. Instead, they called these criminals air pirates. Today, the two densely populated harbor cities of Hong Kong and Macau were both administrative districts of the People's Republic of China. Just 40 miles, around 66 kilometers apart, travel between the two is done either by ferry or by the Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macau Bridge, completed in 2018. The situation was different in 1948. Hong Kong at the time was a crown colony of Britain, and Macau was a province of Portugal. Travel between the two was conducted by boat or ferry. There was no regular air service between the two prior to 1948. But an international convention would lead Cathay Airlines to open a service. Cathay Pacific Airlines had been started in 1946 by Australian pilot Sydney Sid DeCancel and American pilot Roy Farrell. Both had been military pilots flying the difficult route between India and China over the Himalayas called the Hump. The airline initially operated Douglas DC-3 aircraft. The DC, short for Douglas Commercial 3, had been in operation since 1936 and had revolutionized commercial air travel. Huge numbers were built and used during the Second World War under various designations, including the C-47 Skytrain, of which more than 10,000 were built. Cathay Pacific's first aircraft, called Betsy, was converted from a C-47. Cathay Pacific flew routes between Hong Kong, Sydney, Manila, Singapore, Shanghai, Saigon, and Bangkok. But Cathay Pacific did not initially serve Macau. The 1944 Bretton Woods Agreement would change that. The agreement between 44 nations has been described as the first fully negotiated monetary order intended to govern monetary relations among independent states. The goal had been to rebuild the international economic system after the war, although it was negotiated while the war was still being fought. Central to the agreement was that parties would guarantee that their currency would be convertible into U.S. dollars, which themselves would be convertible into gold bullion. As a consequence, signatories agreed to ban the free trade of gold. As the UK was a signator, that meant that the free trade in gold would have to end in Hong Kong by 1958. In his 1990 book Beyond Lion Rock, The Story of Cathay Pacific Airways, travel journalist Gavin Young explained that Roy Farrell saw opportunity. Portugal was not a party to the Bretton Woods Accords and thus not subject to its limitations. He reasoned that wealthy people would have reason to take gold into Macau and that his airline could make quite good money facilitating that. It was a short jump from Hong Kong, where the airline already operated, to Macau, and Young writes that Sid, also enthusiastic about the idea, opined, "The shortest hauls pay best." Thus the two created a charter company, the Macau Air Transport Company, or MATCO, and obtained a license in Macau to import gold. But there was a problem, Young explains. Macau, a mole on China's cheek so tiny as to make Hong Kong look like a great wen, had no airstrip. There was no place for Cathay Pacific's DC-3s to set down. An initial idea, just to throw bags of gold out over the Macau racetrack, proved impractical, as Young writes. The heavy barrels of gold disappeared into several feet of Macau mud. The next plan was to have the racetrack cleared to land aircraft. While permission was easily obtained via political connections, the problem was the height and proximity of the seawall. In the inaugural flight, piloted by Pinky Wan and Sid, with, Young writes, all the slapstick dignity and meticulous execution of the Marx Brothers in Animal Crackers, the landing struts clipped the seawall, forcing Pinky to belly land with no landing gear. Finally, they came to a new plan. Sid was familiar with a local service in Manila called Amphibian Airways that used flying boats to bring fresh fish to Manila from the provinces. Sid went to Manila and acquired 2 of their planes. These planes were Canadian Vickers Amphibians, a Canadian-built version of the consolidated Catalina PBY. The 63-foot-long, 104-foot wingspan planes could land on both land and water. Owned by Cathay Pacific and chartered by MATCO, Young notes, these graceful snub-nosed amphibians with the 2 large overhead engines carried passengers and gold from Hong Kong to Macau. Gold that had been shipped from South Africa, the United States, Great Britain, France, and elsewhere to Hong Kong by the giants Pan American, World Airways, BOAC, Air France, and KLM, who were all prevented from flying to Macau by lack of airfields. The airline flew 2 trips a day between Hong Kong Airport and the Macau Seadrome. These were short trips, only 20 minutes each way, and as such they were called cigarette flights. That was not just that you could, of course, then smoke on flights, but because the trip was so short, it took about the same time that it takes to smoke a cigarette. Given the nature of the trade, the outbound flight to Macau often carried large amounts of gold, and wealthy people frequented the flights. One of the 2 planes was named Miss Macau. It used the spelling M-A-C-A-O rather than the standard M-A-C-A-U spelling used today. Purchased in the Philippines, the plane was converted for passenger service, configured to carry 24 passengers, between October and November of 1947, and began charter service between Hong Kong and Macau in April of 1948. On July 16, 1948, the morning flights had been flown without problem, and the evening flight took off from Hong Kong at around 5:30 p.m. local time. The pilot was Dale Kramer, an experienced American pilot who had flown Catalinas with the U.S. Navy's Patrol Squadron 45 during the war. Also qualified to fly the DC-3, he had left the Navy in early 1947 and had been employed by Cathay Air since August of that year. The co-pilot was an Australian, K.S. Macduff. An official report says that the departure from Hong Kong Airport was recorded by Aerodrome Control. The plane was flying its normal route at about 1,000 feet in good weather conditions. It was observed by the duty controller for 5 minutes and then passed out of sight. The flight time to Macau was assumed to be around 30 minutes, followed by a brief turnaround before returning to Hong Kong. Hong Kong received no signal regarding landing or takeoff in Macau, but that was not considered to be unusual. However, by 7:30, when the plane had not returned to Hong Kong, it was assumed to be overdue. Hong Kong broadcast calls on the international distress frequency with no response. Unable to make radio contact with Macau to confirm whether the plane had taken off, the Hong Kong Aerodrome contacted the Hong Kong Water Police and Chinese Maritime Customs to have their patrol vessels look out for the aircraft. While the 2 were having trouble making radio contact, which was a common issue, Young writes these were the days when communications were primitive even across short distances. At Macau, the plane had landed and taken off on schedule with 23 passengers, Kramer and Macduff, flight hostess D. DaCosta, and Mr. R. Frost, the airline's Hong Kong traffic manager. Young writes that Frost, at the last moment, had asked if he might come along for the ride. To kill time, actually, while his wife was having her hair done. Everything seemed normal until 9:30 that evening, when the Macau Seadrome operator was notified by Macau police that a fishing boat had rescued a survivor and brought them to Macau. Macau was not able to make radio contact with Hong Kong until the following morning, when they confirmed the loss of the aircraft. Young says of the survivor that he was a half-drowned Chinese, still breathing but incapable of speech. Police swiftly identified him in hospital as one Wong Yu, a 24-year-old rice farmer from Nam Mun. For the moment, he could tell them nothing. The fisherman who had rescued the survivor, it turns out, had witnessed the crash, saying that the plane had flown over his boat before making a sharp turn to the left, and then a sharp turn to the right, and crashing directly into the sea, followed by an explosion. A second witness in a boat approximately 8 miles away gave a similar report, except that he didn't recall hearing an explosion. Neither could give an exact time of the crash, but it appeared to be shortly after Miss Macau had flown out of the sight of the Macau controller. On the 18th, the fisherman was able to take authorities to the approximate location of the crash, where fishing junks with drags were able to locate the wreckage. On the 19th, the Australian newspaper, the Kalgoorlie Daily Miner, reported that Macduff and Frost, both Australians, appeared to have been lost, and that a search for other survivors has so far proven fruitless. They noted that one body, that of Mr. G. H. Stewart, an assistant district manager for the Texas Oil Company, had been recovered. The recovery operation found, the official accident report said, that it was obvious from the commencement of the operation that the aircraft had struck the water with very high speed. While the plane was completely collapsed the whole length, there was no sign of fire or explosion. The report notes examination of the aircraft controls and instruments showed the engine throttles were in normal cruising position, and the mixture controls in the engineer's compartment were in the fully rich position. All switches were in normal positions, indicating that the aircraft had been cruising normally. While more bodies were found, oddly one particular feature was that the body of the first officer was comparatively uninjured, which indicates that he could not have been in the co-pilot seat at the time of the impact, as the pilot's compartment was completely smashed. Still, Young writes, that did nothing to explain why Miss Macau dropped out of the sky. There was no sign of fire or explosion. Everything looked as if the plane had been flying normally. What on earth had happened? But the wreckage started to tell a story. Once the main compartment was raised, a number of bullets and shell casings from .38 caliber and .45 caliber ammunition were discovered. The plane appeared to have suffered an armed attack. To be precise, Young writes, Miss Macau was the victim of the first act of piracy for gain in the history of aviation. The China Mail, an English-language newspaper in Hong Kong, described the event as unparalleled in the history of aviation. Suspicion immediately fell upon the lone survivor. Young writes that the Macau detective force went to imaginative lengths to get a confession. Knowing that Wang Yu would be unlikely to confess, they instead had detectives disguised as patients placed in the neighboring beds. Over time, Wu told them the story. The Associated Press reported, bungling, trigger-happy Chinese pirates were blamed today for the July 16th crash of a huge flying boat, which cost 25 lives, including those of 7 Americans. Wang Yu said 2 friends, Chu Tok, a former Catalina flyer from Manila, and Chu Yat Yang, visited him and asked if he was interested in some work. I was in such a bad financial condition, I accepted. Eventually, another conspirator, a relative of Chu Tok and Chu Yat, named Chu Chung, was brought in as well. Time magazine wrote in their August 9, 1948 edition, in a Macau tea house, Wang Yu and a few of his friends decided to sell their rice paddies and take up piracy. From selling property, they obtained $3,000, which they used, the AP writes, to obtain pistols and westernized clothing. The AP continues that the pirates were gambling that robbery and ransom of the passengers would be profitable. They apparently had no knowledge that 4 Chinese millionaires were aboard the flight that they had selected, and that one had a huge sum of money on his person, estimated by his widow to be as much as $125,000 US. Time writes, the Catalina skimmed above the calm waters and set its course for Hong Kong. Below, off 9 islands, a scattered fleet of fishing junks spread their lug sails against the sky. Chu Tok moved forward, ordered senior pilot Kramer to surrender control. But the plan quickly went wrong. The AP reports, one of the white passengers tried to interfere, and co-pilot K.S. McDuff struck at Chu Tok with the plane's metal flagstaff. All 3 of the Chus opened fire. Several bullets struck Kramer in the back. He slumped over the controls. The flying boat began a curving dive towards the sea with its cargo of screaming, panic-mad passengers. The plane fell from an altitude of 500 feet, carrying to their deaths all except Wang, who leaped from a window and was later picked up by a junk. Wang Wu's fate was frankly bizarre, Time reported. Since the Catalina flew the British flag, Wang Yu would be tried in Hong Kong. Since piracy laws don't yet cover air piracy, he will probably be charged with simple murder. But, Young writes, the legal aftermath was something of a farce. The self-confessed pirate was never tried for murder or piracy, since the British considered his evidence inadmissible in a Hong Kong court, and the Portuguese authorities took the position that they had no jurisdiction over piratical acts on a British plane. After 2 years of legal wrangling, in 1951, Wang was simply let go, without having been tried. Now, you can choose to believe or not believe in something called karma, but Roy Farrell later found out from a Chinese friend that Wang, who never faced trial for his crimes, was actually released from prison on the night of a fairly powerful typhoon. Apparently, he was struck by flying debris and killed not 2 blocks from the prison gate. The first instance of air piracy, the thing that would be called hijacking, would be reason enough to remember the story of the Miss Macau, but it had a larger impact on commercial aviation that still impacts us today. Prior to this act, there was very little security required to get on an airplane, but owing to this act of air piracy, the Hong Kong airport started subjecting travelers to a technology that had developed during the Second World War: metal detecting. The long and still continuing struggle between authorities who are looking for ways to prevent hijackers from getting on board airplanes and the criminals trying to innovate ways around those procedures had begun. I hope you enjoyed watching this episode of The History Guy, and if you did, please feel free to like and subscribe and share The History Guy with your friends. And if you also believe that history deserves to be remembered, then you can support The History Guy as a member on YouTube, a supporter on our community at Locals, or as a patron on Patreon. You can also check out our great merchandise shop, book a special message from The History Guy on Cameo.
You. What up? All right. So we got another one from Cumtown.
Okay. Cum Town.
Yeah.
What up, gay friends?
Yeah.
Yeah, what we got?
This is Adam's black son.
Ah. Adam Blackson. So, Adam Blackson.
No. Adam's black son. His black son.
Adam's black son.
Adam's black son.
Adam's got a black son.
I believe that's what this is.
Okay.
Unless it's something else.
All right.
It's very possible with these guys.
Okay. Right. Okay. Yeah, it could be a play off Michael Blackson. Right?
Maybe, I doubt it, but yeah.
All right, man. Knowing these guys. All right, man, you ready?
Yep.
Come down.
Root, like the origin of that name.
They came up that
completely
differently?
different from Jamaica.
That's Queens?
wild.
Get the
Yeah.
fuck out of here.
It's
That is
completely
wild.
separate. Yeah, no relation whatsoever. And then a bunch of Caribbean people.
That's a good.
Yeah.
That's a good hacky comedy mashup. Rasta Native American guy. Could do that.
Go ahead, do
Take
it.
that for a
one's
spin.
gonna be yours.
Yeah,
The
that's all
hacky
you,
one.
man.
Let's hear it.
How?
Let's hear the professional comedian Adam Friedland riff out the bit that he came up with.
I didn't come up with that.
Yeah, you got it.
No, I'm
man.
sure
Go
you
ahead.
came up with it, but do your
Come
job.
on. Come on.
Do your job.
No, go ahead. You
Go
got
ahead,
it.
do your job.
No, we believe in you, man.
We believe
got
in you.
this. I'm rubbing your shoulder. I'm rubbing Adam's shoulders. I'm getting
Stop
ready.
gets really good massages.
Thank you.
All right. How? Lively up your soul. How?
Lively up yourself.
Smoke weed every day. How do Native American people speak?
So it's rain daggering, where they're aggressively dry humping a woman.
See
And then
there.
it's raining. There's a thunderstorm out, and they're like, "Fuck all the man!"
Easier to do that.
Yeah, you should have done the Jamaican voice.
With that Native American.
Go ahead, man. You'll get your groove back. You'll remember how to be a comedian someday.
I'm, I'm
Or
getting
it
back
could have been a thing
slowly.
in your early 20s while you're relevant. Now you're an old man.
No,
We all burn out. We all fade
the
away.
situation is not as
The flame is
it's not as
extinguished.
dire as you're putting it.
We all lose sight of ourselves, and time goes on, and then instead of being a guy that had some sort of creative edge, you're just working retail. You're 46 years old. Saying, I used to be on a podcast or whatever. No child support to some Russian woman and her black husband.
We didn't say it right. You assumed.
You assumed. I didn't say that.
just happened to say a Russian woman.
Yeah. Her black husband, and you're paying child support to your son, who's also black.
The John Redcorn situation.
Yeah.
Now you guys are actually still together, but you have a black son. How did you adopt? No. He's just black as shit. He doesn't even look at me.
Yeah, that's funny.
He's like, Dad, can I borrow the keys to go hang out with my friends?
Dad, I gotta go to
Dad, me and my friends are trying to go to Bojangles Chicken. Dad, it's me, your son. Adam Jr.
It's me, Adam Jr., Dad.
It's me, Adam Jr. I'm 11 years old. I'm in the first grade. Damn, we learning about the Holocaust in school? It's crazy that people did that to us. The Jewish people like us. Eastern European Jews like ourselves.
Dad, can I have a Magic City themed bar mitzvah?
We were reading about Anne Frank, who was one of us. I don't know how, because I'm 6'7". I don't know how I would have hid it from them. Dad.
Oh, damn, Dad. I just want to throw on some Woody. That Woody Allen boy crazy, Dad.
Dad, how do I fit out my arms, pussy? Oh, we were spread out by somebody else before I was born? Because, you know, I was a 17-pound baby.
That's true.
Dad, how come your wrist the same size as my thumb? Dad, what come? Okay, so guys, if you're wearing underwear, go ahead and take them off. And we're back.
And we're back. Damn. So, anyway,
Dad.
Black Sun.
Dad,
All right,
Dad,
keep
I was.
going. Keep going with it.
Adam's irritated.
Did you know Step Brothers?
You'd probably be a very good father to your created son.
You would be, actually.
When Dasha's you with a.
Dasha's not gonna.
You know what? With like a Beetlejuice-sized black guy. But then he's still got the genes in him to produce a large boy.
Yeah.
So the real father comes
mental-
by and he's like, where my son at? He lives outside. And she's like, Roscoe, remember, you're not supposed to say he's your son around my husband Adam. He's like, I got trash.
She just fucked some midget trash eating black guy. That's what she did.
I got trash stuck on my dick. I got a bunch of trash on my dick. Dig out the bus stop.
Roscoe's a good guy.
He's a good guy. He doesn't know. He doesn't know what he's doing.
Dad, why mom in a bad mood? Well, your uncle was arrested for stealing tricycles. So she gets cranky. Because as you know, my penis fell off when I gave birth to you. She had her uterus surgically implanted into my body.
My balls.
As to not ruin her pussy for your uncle.
Jesus.
It would be my honor to seahorse for my wife.
So that I had to give birth to a 17-pound black man
Out of my scrotum.
out of my penis.
Out of my penis.
It ripped your ass too. Your asshole from your nuts to the top of your back.
I've said this before, guys, but I'm your muse, and you have to accept it.
Cheer up, get some fucking confidence back.
I'm just hungover, guys. It's not even the confidence.
You need to get your confidence back, though. I'm tired of it. I know. I'm
You know what
seriously
helps?
fucking tired of it.
Talking about his girlfriend becoming his wife and then cheating on him with a trash midget.
No, that was a good bit. Honestly, that was a good bit. I'm not upset about that.
Yeah.
Adam,
yes, he
where
is.
are Roscoe's Butterfingers? No, he had a bag of Butterfingers sitting on the.
That would be.
I don't know.
I may have had one. I don't.
He slaps you.
Getting beaten by a 5'1" crackhead black man.
Where my Snickers? I thought you said the Butterfingers. He doesn't know how to read. He doesn't know the difference between Butterfingers and Snickers.
Long live Roscoe.
Roscoe's doing Stern at 3 o'clock. What are you doing? I'm watching films.
Really bothers
You got hungover? Did you get fucked up last night?
I got pretty fucked up after the show last night.
Shouts out to everyone who came out to the show,
Yeah,
by the way.
and happy birthday, Jonah, once again.
Yeah, shout out to Jonah. Happy birthday.
Our DJ for Funny Mom.
Shout out to
30.
all the different types of ladies that came out.
Oh,
Big
yeah.
bitches,
Yep.
small
Shout out to
bitches,
the
white
ladies.
bitches,
The whole
black
gamut of
bitches,
big
Had an
black
event.
bitches.
We
dark
did have a
bitches,
bunch
light
of
bitches,
ladies.
fat bitches.
We also had I was
Pussy
pleased to see
that we had a hard pussy ass Chinese. All the kind of bitches.
Cross
Bitches
out.
that loves fucking durians that we will prove.
Durian bitches, Dracula bitches, pomegranate bitches, papaya bitches,
Fire bitches.
kiwi bitches,
just named
mango bitches, banana bitches, strawberry bitches,
All the fruits.
blueberry
sawdust.
bitches, mulberry bitches, raspberry bitches, sawdust bitches, Home Depot bitches, Plum and Supply bitches, Grout and Tile bitches, Math bitches, Math Blaster
Yes,
bitches,
sir, bitch.
PC bitches, Macintosh bitches,
Yes.
software bitches,
HVAC repair bitches.
HVAC bitches, wallpaper bitches, wainscot bitches, floorboard bitches, OSB ass bitches,
So Wingstop
Trampoline
bitches.
stores.
trampoline ass bitches, spring ass bitches, lawn and garden supply bitches, medicine cabinet bitches.
You know
Dude,
that.
naming Southern Home Depot.
What's just a schizophrenic rapper? It's a 4.5 hour long intro to a song.
This one goes out.
Pan American ass bitches, bowling trophy bitches.
Oh yes.
Safety glass bitch, ribbons, LA beer ass bitch, dial tone bitches, movie
He just saying shit.
hairspray bitches, fat bitches, Ricky Lake bitches.
Ricky Lake.
He just saying anything in front of bitches.
Cheesecake Factory bitches.
Wingstop bitches. Pomegranate bitches. Strawberry bitches.
Key lime bitches.
Schizophrenic rapper intro. Oh man.
Oh man, yeah. Yeah, man. Cumtown, man. That's the exact type of bitches I expect to show up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
All type bitches. That's
type
what.
bitches.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Adam's black son, Roscoe, was that his name?
Yeah, that's his name, Roscoe.
17-pound baby at birth.
Yeah. Football shaped dick.
No, that's the dad.
That's dad? Oh, okay. Okay.
The real dad.
Okay. Yeah, that was a real dad? Okay. Yeah, man. Very imaginative. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, creative when they all come together.
When
Just for them. You know what I mean? And
when Adam gets irritated, Nick doesn't stop. Nick keeps going and going and going. when Nick knows Adam's irritated, and then
right.
Stavros joins in.
yeah, man, you gotta test those boundaries, man. That's where the good content comes from. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, man. Yeah, man. Good friends, man. In Cumtown.
Yeah, they just had a reunion.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. So it's just a reunion. They're not
Stavros
starting the
World.
shows up again, right? Or they're starting the shows up again.
Well, I think they just came on Stavi's World, I think his channel's called, and did a episode. But it was back like old times,
Okay.
I guess you could say.
Yeah, we gotta definitely catch those, man. Imagine, they are dope.
Wrong.
Dude, the fucking
I didn't
reversal
say
from
anything
the
wrong.
beginning of the podcast.
I was ironically saying
is
that was a
It's
brave
stark.
thing to do. It was
I'm just
brave
saying-
You
to-
gotta stop saying things ironically. Start saying things Ronald McDonaldly.
Yeah,
That's where I'm at.
I was trying to
Because
say.
I got a juxtaposed mentality.
Nick says things like a gay clown.
I'm in a juxtaposition.
It was really scary when they used to have the guy be Ronald McDonald. Like they
No,
had
it was cool.
that
I
guy
wasn't
was,
fucking
that
scared.
guy was weird.
I wasn't scared because I was a fucking...
when Tim Curry played Ronald McDonald.
Was it Tim Curry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, he's a great actor.
He's like, who wants cheeseburger?
Dude, I would have been so stoked
We're
if Tim
going to
Curry...
have cheeseburgers and gay sex. I'm like, well, just stick to the
Just take the
cheeseburgers.
cheeseburgers, mostly children. That...
You can have it any way that you want as long as it's in your ass. They're like, well, it's not a song.
It was not as long, and that's
For
kind of close
start-
to the Burger King.
Yeah.
It's a
It's,
little close.
it's copyright infringement. It's gay.
It's a gay.
And we're not doing
We're
a
not
song.
doing a musical, Tim.
Yeah.
Just be silent and wave to the children.
Okay.
That would be...
Guess how we made the French fries? No, don't guess.
We put them in our asses.
They filled my ass with peanut oil.
They put an entire potato in my ass, and I squeezed it until it was a fry.
I filled my ass with peanut oil and French fries, and then I went sunbathing with my boyfriend.
Fuck.
Yeah. Okay, Tim, you didn't. Right. Please tell us you didn't actually cook the French fries in your ass.
And he just gives a wry smile. I'll never tell.
You'll never know. And we're back to Adam. No, stop.
And we're back, and we return.
Just stop, please.
To I-24.
No, come on. I hate it. It's, oh my god, it's one of the things that I think about and makes me want to kill myself. That and the women's rally that I got booked for in DC 10 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah,
when
the thing you bring up all the time to brag about.
It wasn't a brag, dude. It's really embarrassing.
Well, you do talk about it a lot.
You talk about it way too much.
It's almost as
if
I just you're proud of it.
I told all those fucking 50-year-old lesbians
and
that I
next
was
we'll
a
have
feminist.
Tim Curry on to discuss the men he's had sex with in I-24.
No, don't.
The most ever was probably Adam.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you know.
It's an unstoppable force.
You can't
The
stop
train has left the station, and we're gonna talk about Tim Curry having sex with you.
He's a great actor.
At McDonald's.
He's a great actor.
At McDonald's, baby. Get a sandwich,
Eat
bitch.
a sandwich, you fucking homos.
Get a fuck yeah, I got a sandwich for you, Ronnie, you fucking fag.
Tim, stop. Leave the building, Tim.
You don't.
You don't.
For
Yeah.
McDonald's.
You're terminated. I don't know who thought it was a good idea to hire you as Ronald McDonald for commercials. Oh, you know what the special sauce is, don't you?
Would come.
It's pussy.
Oh, he's straight now.
Just kidding. It'll never be pussy.
Damn, shout out to fucking Tim Curry, man. That guy rules. I loved how he played.
It's a deleted scene in Home Alone 2.
Yeah.
Where they're like, Tim, can you bring up this room service to 212? There's a little boy staying by himself in the room. He's like, a little boy? They're like, on second thought, no, I'll do it.
We'll send.
And they're like,
Schneider.
maybe we should send someone else. And he's like, why would you do that? And he's holding like the OSHA discrimination like placard as he asks the question. And the manager's like, go right ahead.
That's great. So there's a deleted scene of...
It's a deleted scene.
It's a deleted scene, and it just takes place downstairs at the hotel where they're deciding who
takes up the
takes
room
the room service.
If I
to the
remember
little boy.
correctly, it's Rob Schneider.
It was Rob Schneider.
Yeah.
And Kevin keeps.
Oh yeah, I
not
forgot
giving
about
him
Rob
tips.
Schneider.
Adam, would you say that your name is Knob Ryder?
No, I wouldn't, Nick.
Okay.
I think it is actually.
No, I wouldn't say that's my name.
I thought about it for a second. I think your name is Knob Ryder.
No, I would
Knob
say
Ryder.
my name is Adam Friedland, millennial activist and comedian.
Mm-hmm. And we're back with
And
No,
we're back
we're
with
not.
Knob
Come on.
Ryder.
Knob Ryder.
On
Who's here to talk about
Israel
having
24.
sex with Tim Curry at McDonald's?
Repeat a couple of things he thought he read about it.
It's in a
House cat.
bodega.
AC2. Me and Stav are doing the Anthony Cumia show next week.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah!
Which, by the way, seems like an error on
Their booking.
no, like political season to be on the Anthony Cumia show.
Are they like Trump?
Oh boy.
Oh yeah,
Are they
dude.
Trump?
Oh,
So, you know, and like just last week was like, you know, at that shooting at that nightclub in Florida. As soon as it happened, he's on fucking Twitter.
The teen club.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
He's on social media and he tweeted, "I guess Black Lives don't matter" with like the Black Lives Matter emoji, and it's
oh
like,
my god.
what do you stand to gain in this?
Exactly. What is the point? You're just happy that black children are dead. You're happy that black teens are dead.
Somebody was showing me when that guy drove that truck through that
In
in
France?
France.
Yeah.
When Truck Boys happened.
That could have been us.
Dude. That's what I was saying. Yeah,
That
it was
could have been
probably
us
a
as
production
Truck Boys.
assistant that was like,
I'm
sorry, I just don't know how to drive this truck.
He picked a truck up at CC Rentals.
Yeah, my
in
uncle
Midtown.
got me this job. I don't know what I'm doing.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah, dude. that
Stops
guy-
fighting with a cat right now.
This guy's really trying to get after my sub. and I
Yeah,
ain't
it's
having it.
fucking annoying. It doesn't respect the rules of broadcasting.
It doesn't know that this is an alpha male podcast and we don't stand for that kind of shit.
What were you saying about Nice?
Oh, yeah. Well, I forget. I'm sorry. Something about when that happened, somebody said something or something. And
Was it funny?
Nice, man.
no, it wasn't going to be funny. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Yeah, was he beefing with an Asian actress? Who was that sexy Chinese lady who was in
Lucy Liu.
No.
Sandra Oh? That's to both of them.
It
so
was
it's one of
Bai.
those
His
two.
name is Bai Lin or some shit like that.
Oh yeah, from Crouching Tiger.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was feuding with her?
She
With
she
the
got cut out
wires?
of. She got cut out of the movie or some shit like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was in it. She was like hunting fucking, I don't fucking know, boba or some shit. I don't know, dude. I was beating off to her once, and that came up in a search.
Yeah.
I was like,
Did you see they made that Ghost in the Shell movie and like Scarlett Johansson? They cast Scarlett Johansson and all these idiots on Twitter are like, here's who you could have cast instead that's actually Asian. Ba Bing Lao, Lin Zhao Xujia. And it's like, who the fuck any of these people are? Yeah, it's like, I know who Scarlett Johansson is. Maybe I'll go see this stupid fucking anime movie if she's in it. I don't know who. Oh, Ching Chang Sally. It's like,
Ching Chang Sally.
Yeah, she was on a TV show in Korea in 1992, so she should be the star of this blockbuster movie. Yeah, that one's gonna get me in trouble.
Yeah, we should just send that directly to your girl, Sadie.
Yeah, Sadie should find out about that.
You need to apologize to Sadie about being racist to Asian people.
Well, you know, I feel like Sadie could come around. You know, Doyle's Irish. She's got the evil in her, you know? She has the potential to be as racist as the rest of us.
Listen, they came over on those boats and they saw those signs that said they need not apply.
Yeah.
And it made
they
them
thought
angry.
they thought that meant to life. Remember? And so they just all became scumbag pieces of shit.
Did you see that thing the Red Cross did? They released that, like, Red Cross got in trouble this week because they put like a pool safety, just some fucking pool safety poster that they like tweeted out, and it's a picture of a pool with like things you should do in the pool versus things you shouldn't do in the pool. So it's like someone running and it's pointing at the kid running and it says not cool, and then it's like a guy holding his baby and it says cool. But every one of the not cool ones is a black person.
Oh my god.
Is it a real picture or is it like
No, it's a
brown cartoon?
Yeah.
That's
It'd be great
so
if it was
awesome.
just, because then you couldn't complain if it was
Yeah.
just a photograph someone happened to take of a pool,
Right.
and all the black people happen to be breaking all the rules. You can't help that. That's not the Red Cross's fault.
The cartoons were all brown.
It's the white guys who weren't breaking any of the rules. And you know what's funny is like,
Shackelford made
Hell
him.
yeah.
so all these people are mad at the Red Cross. There is absolutely no way in hell that was on purpose.
Right.
No way. There's no way at
it's
all.
tone deaf,
Yeah.
yeah.
But what's so funny
So
is
funny.
that they were like, they probably did one draft and they're like, put more black people in there so people don't get mad about us for like not being, diverse enough. And then that backfired.
Yeah. Imagine if it was some guy who was like, "This is how I get him. This is how we set him back."
Finally. This is his last day.
Their favorite place, the pool. That's where.
This is like when that guy tweeted that picture, the United Airlines account tweeted that picture of the woman with the toy plane in her pussy.
With the plane.
You remember
in her
that
pussy.
shit?
Yeah.
That was awesome.
That's incredible.
That's the best way to quit your job.
I love the auto fucking when someone has their shit set up for auto retweets, and it's just like. The Beatles fucking suck dick. Yeah. And then the Beatles thing will just retweet it. It's the best shit on earth.
Yeah.
I love seeing that shit.
Corporate Twitter accounts are still figuring it out.
Remember that? What was the makeup account? There's some makeup company when the Aurora shooting happened in Colorado.
Oh, hell
and they
yeah.
were like, Aurora's trending. That must be our new Aurora makeup line.
Oh my
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell
and then the
yes.
makeup they tweeted, guess what, guys? It was the Joker makeup. They tweeted the Joker makeup.
They tweeted out a tutorial of how to do your own Joker makeup.
Oh, it's incredible.
Fuck.
Dude, I'm in Midtown. I see a lot of like young Indian kids, and they're just like they act black, like they drop the
They,
N-bomb.
they do it. They act black in the way
They drop the N-bomb.
They act
Push
black
comes
in
to
the way
shove,
the
they're
white
going
guys act black. See, we don't have wiggers anymore. Indians stole that from us, so they're
They
like
culturally appropriated our cultural appropriation.
because the Indians, because they're all their families are like affluent. All their families are like doctors that make millions of fucking dollars. So they're rich kids. All the
Every
Indians
single Indian.
are rich kids. No, pretty much, dude. Like the average income for like an Indian family in America is like $100,000.
Nice.
That's the average.
We
But
don't- yeah.
Get it.
But no, they stole Wiggerdom from it because there aren't anymore. They don't have them.
There's
Dundalk.
dude. I don't know, man. I think you got to go.
No,
you gotta,
that's just
You gotta
like
go
a
to the
clothing
strongholds.
style. Yeah.
Dude, I'll tell you this: Northern California, like Podunk, Northern California,
Yeah.
like some good Colorado trash.
But I mean, like a guy that's like, nah, I'm saying, nah, I mean, like one of
Yeah,
those.
yeah,
those
yeah.
guys are still.
Very few.
No,
you
but
can
you're
find
right though.
it.
As a culturally though,
Culturally,
there's
it's
way
gone.
more
Yeah.
like Indian dudes doing that right now, and just Indian people in general. South Asian, I would say.
There was a kid that I remember from middle school that would walk around with like a very affected pimp limb, like that from class to class.
There was a terrifying white
and people
kid
were
in
like,
my-
"That's just how he is. That's his thing."
There was
and
a
it's
kid,
like
I
I
don't
guarantee you, he's not doing that now at whatever bank he works at.
I don't even want to say this guy's full name because he was legitimately terrifying.
Yeah.
His name was Andy, and he used to wear, I don't want to say his full name, he wore Afro sheen in his hair. That's how big of a wigger he was.
Yeah.
Straight up. He'd be like, what's up, dog? But he was also a live wire.
Yeah.
That's why when Chappelle put out Killing Him Softly and he did that joke.
Yeah, the
about,
joke
let me tell you
about
about the
the-
most dangerous motherfucker in them groups.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately I thought of Andy. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, I know who that is, and that he's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, Spider, we were talking about Spider. That's how it all got started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One night, me and my friend Mike and Byron are sitting on Mike's driveway, right? And we're just hanging out. Suburbs, upper middle class neighborhood,
Right.
middle class to upper middle class neighborhood. Straight up suburbs. And we're sitting there, and this fucking Cadillac just comes rolling down and takes a hard corner. And Byron goes, I think that's Spider's Cadillac. And I was like, yeah, but where's Spider going? He was going up the street towards our friend Joel's house. All of a sudden, the Cadillac just fucking turns around, flips a bitch, and starts driving towards us. And we're like, well, this is kind of getting weird.
Right.
Fucking across the street, over the street, up the driveway. We're like, ah! We just take off, go around the side of the house to Mike's house, jump the fence, get into his house, and shut the sliding glass door and lock it. And fucking Spider and Andy are just at the door, fucking beating on it. And we're like, ah! And
Wait, why were you afraid of them?
Because they were going to kick the shit out of us.
For what? What did you do?
I don't know.
Just
They
for
just started
fun?
running at us, dude.
Oh,
They just
shit.
broke out at us. We were going to stand there and be like, let's figure out what's going on.
Right.
These
Yeah.
two dangerous dudes. And they chased, obviously they were going to try to fuck us up.
Holy
They chased us
shit.
in the backyard. Dude, it was so crazy because it was one of the things where I ran in the house being like, yeah, we didn't have to do that. And I looked and I was like, ah! They were, like, they were there. They're like, ah!
There was like this guy that was like a wig that I remember when I was a teenager.
A wig.
Yeah. Because that's you get to say that word. So I want to fucking.
You're really gonna get your money's worth out of it.
Yeah, definitely. So no, but he one of the and he's like a dumb guy that had like a great line.
Yeah.
And it's still one of the funniest things I've ever heard. We're like sitting around like a table. And some like these two girls were talking about like IQs or whatever, and one of them was like, "Well, my IQ is 120, so that's like really smart." And the other one's like, "Oh, really? Because mine's 121." And they're like, they're like doing that back and forth. And this kid who's white bandana, white fitted cap, like big white T-shirt, where they dress like black guys, but then the clothes all have to be white, like they have like the white Air Force Ones.
So it makes them all look super pale.
Yeah. Well, they have to match their skin tone. They just do like a fucking, like where they take like Sub-Zero and make him Scorpion.
Yeah.
So they look like a black guy, like they just changed. They do that, where it's like the alternate outfit.
Yeah.
in
Where you were
fucking
like, oh,
Mortal
dude, check
Kombat.
this out. This guy's got a white guy filter. Oh!
Yeah. Yeah, so he's sitting there.
Light
at the
blue,
table.
too. They like a lot of light blues.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Carolina Blue, baby.
He's
Tar Heels.
He's sitting there at the chair, like as completely slouched as possible, with
Yeah.
his like pants basically pulled down to his ankles, like he's fucking, just as relaxed as possible. And they're talking about IQs, and he goes, "Man, I ain't even gonna bring my IQ up because y'all wouldn't even believe me if I told you." And I was like, "What's your IQ?" And he's like, 472.
What a dipshit.
Dead serious.
What a dipshit.
472.
What a dipshit.
I was like hyperventilating. I think because they delivered it in a way where it was like the funniest fucking thing.
Was he trying to be funny or was he trying
No, he was dead serious.
Oh, yeah, all those dudes.
He was dead serious.
All those dudes thought they were so smart.
Yeah, no, he was going to, I remember he was always like, I work for BMW, man. I make 6 figures. I work for BMW. And he was like a detailer at like a BMW.
Dude, that's so funny. I totally forgot about those kids that would brag about adult stuff.
Yeah,
There was this white girl who was a wigger. And she reached out to me on Facebook.
Nice.
Because she saw me.
Recently?
Yeah, she saw me on Showtime. And so she was like, oh my God, you doing things. And I was like, you're in your 30s.
Yeah.
You're still doing this? You're in your 30s. She was like hot. I'll show you a picture of her. She was hot, but she would just fuck with like thugs. Like hardcore thugs.
Right.
And she, we were in math class, and it's so funny you bring that up, and people just straight lying. Cause she go, yeah, my dad owns Bally's. And I was like, what?
Did the company go out of business?
Yeah. But this was back when they were like kind of the hot
They
thing.
kind of were
like,
the hot gym for there.
She
for
goes,
a sec.
yeah, my dad be owning Bally's. I was like, why do you live in Aurora? She was like, because my mom's from here. My dad wants me to like grow up like my mom. It's just like dumb shit like that.
Yeah, always a lie, always a.
Yeah, we were at Chelsea Piers. We talked about that. We want to do a show. It's about New York rich girls. Right? One of them saying, "I'm Chelsea Piers and I'm rich, and I just love shopping and having sex." And then her friend is Madison Square Garden, and then they have a Korean friend, Kim Park Slope. But she just looks Korean. She's like, I'm a real New Yorker, just like the rest of them. She has like a normal voice.
Right.
But she's Korean.
That's always funny when you're in Chinatown and you see like a Chinese cop in Chinatown.
Yeah.
And then they just talk. They're like, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing?"
Well, no, there's a lot of old school Chinese Chinatown guys that are like, "Hey, who's this guy over here?"
yeah.
And they're like wearing like a fishing vest and aviators. And they're still Chinese as shit.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm trying to play mahjong this afternoon. You know, a place where a fella could hang out. You know what I mean? Hey, how you doing? But they still fuck up the LRs.
You want to get to Williamsburg? You take the R train.
This plane's 40 minutes late. What the hell is going on with this plane?
Do you remember when you, me, and Jake were laughing about a girl using having the LR problem using Tinder?
I was trying to do that as a bit. That wasn't me and Jake. I was trying to do that as a bit on stage, but it's too racist. It's like I kept matching with Chinese girls on Tinder. And it was like, I was joking, it was because she was using like the speech commands. And she's like, swipe left.
Swiping right.
Swiping right. No, swipe left.
That's so stupid and racist.
Yeah, man, I had so much fun just saying racist shit in Chinatown when I lived there. And I would just walk around laughing at those people all day long.
And now you live in Bed-Stuy, and if you say a racist thing, someone throws a fucking garbage can through the front window of your pizza store, right?
They ruin your pizza restaurant. They take all the pictures of Italian guys off the walls.
I want to talk about. I've maybe mentioned it to a couple of people, but you guys, are you familiar with black nerds?
Oh,
because
fuck yes, dude.
A lot of people don't know that they think black nerd. They're like, oh, you mean Urkel? And it's like, no, Steve Urkel was a black guy playing a white nerd. That wasn't actually a black nerd. There's no black nerd that's actually like that.
Steve Urkel was a blackface?
Steve Urkel was a black guy playing a white nerd. Mm-hmm. And then a real black nerd is more like Stefan. Is what Jaleel White thought was cool. It's like he's like, I'm actually the cool Urkel. I like Street Fighter and Dragon Ball Z. I don't wear glasses. I got contacts. Check out my leather jacket that I wear in the middle of the summer. That's like a black nerd.
No, black nerds, dude. That's an annoying thing.
Black nerds are like katana type.
Kids. They love Asian. They're all Ghost Dog Way of the Samurai.
They love. There was a kid DBZ. They love. Avatar: Last Airbender.
Mm-hmm. There was a kid in my
Naruto
in Baltimore Polytechnic Institute, baby. Fucking engineers, bitch. The polycrackers.
Baltimore polyamorous high school.
Baltimore polyamorous. We all just fucking fucked each other. It was a lot of fluid bonding. There was a kid who, when he got mad at the teachers, would pretend he was going Super Saiyan. He would be like, like, it was like, all right, Jimmy, get the fuck out of here, man. It was just fucking. And there was also another black nerd who, he was very gay. He was a black theater nerd, actually.
Those are the best. I had
also knew
close
karate.
friend in high school that was a black gay theater nerd.
Black gay theater nerd, knew karate. This is, Baltimore. And he would just, like, people tried to bully him for being gay, and one time he straight up roundhouse kicked, like, a thug kid in the hallway. It was and then just did, like, a Z-snap. It was fucking incredible. And he was notorious for blowing, like, straight kids in the fucking... upstairs. He was the equipment manager, so he had the keys to the closet, and he would just blow kids all the time.
That was the guy I worked with. He was like a black nerd, incredibly jacked. I had to like change with him. They're like, all the guys change over here, and everybody else is in shape. I'm like, can I just change with the women? Shouldn't it be like a shitty body room? But he's jacked. He's wearing a wife beater that looks like a Gold's Gym wife beater, but it says Goku's Gym. He's got like a drawing of Goku in the middle where the guy would be lifting the weights. And at one point he looks at me and the other girl and he goes, have either of you ever had the pleasure of watching Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, but no, he would have definitely fucked me up if I even, remotely laughed at any of the things he said, which were all great.
Speaking of stealing shit from Black Twitter, did you see the Good Morning America thing?
No.
Oh, it was awesome. Oh, God. So, yeah, Good Morning America, I feel so dumb doing topical
Why? Just
stuff.
do it.
Well, because it's, you know what this is going to be? I'm going to describe it, and then I'm going to go, isn't that fucking stupid? And then we're going to go, yeah, that was stupid.
Well, we're here, baby.
Yeah. No, Good Morning America, tweeted something like, which meme is the most meme fucking something? I don't know.
Right.
And then they included,
Dap Boy?
And it was like, is crying LeBron the next big meme?
Yeah, that was it. Is crying
the next big meme.
Watch, but listen.
Well, then is that the next crying Jordan? Lizard T. Hashtag Lizard T.
Lizard,
T Lizard is the Kermit the Frog thing.
Kermit, yeah.
Yeah. And then smocking that mask thing, which I don't even know what that is. I haven't seen that one before. And then some other fucking thing, I don't know. And then somebody wrote, oh fuck, was it? Good Morning America erases or something about stealing the comedic excellence of Black Twitter by not acknowledging the Black Twitter roots of a picture of Kermit the Frog. I mean, come on.
Well, they invented rock and roll, and they invented Kermit sipping Lipton's tea.
That's none of my business, though, you guys.
If that's what cultural appropriation is at this point, then
I think it is.
What's just stealing a picture?
Stealing
is
an
Good
already
Morning
stolen
America
picture.
tweeting a meme that Black Twitter invented?
Also, did Good Morning America they got the memes wrong, right?
No, they got them right. It's actually more. It's cool that they said T-Lizard.
T-Lizard is Sobe. Do you remember that brand? It was like a lizard-themed tea.
I used to drink their energy drink.
Hell yeah, dude.
I used to get like crates, not
Sobe
crates,
yourself.
but like from Safeway they had, or like Shoppers Food Warehouse, they had like the wholesale size of the Sobe Adrenaline.
Sobe Adrenaline. What a fucking loser.
Yeah, no, that was
Ride
good
the
shit.
lizard, man.
Yeah,
I was thinking about, remember that show on TV One that I showed you?
Black Men Exposed.
Black Men Revealed.
Revealed.
It might be the best show.
Yeah,
Black Men Revealed.
It's gold. Yeah,
it's one of the best things I've ever seen. Yeah.
What is it?
I don't know. I was like in San Diego at my like cousin's house, and they got this channel TV One. It was just
it's
on.
like public access,
It's basically public access.
It's not public access. Isn't that like the Black Channel? It's like a new Black Channel.
I don't know, man, but it's like round table format, and it's like
4 or 5 middle-aged black guys.
You can get it on YouTube.
You can find it on YouTube.
Oh, hell yeah.
And then they just, it's basically a podcast. But then they got a coffee table that sometimes has dominoes on it, which is great. And like the one episode I saw, they're always talking about women or whatever.
Hell yeah. Like Steve Harvey level wisdom.
No, there's like one where they're like, I don't need some black bitch.
I've seen that one.
Yeah, they just fucking berate black women. And
well, no, like half of them date white women, the other half don't date white women.
Yeah.
It's like a debate, open forum debate
well,
show.
there was one episode where they were talking about pussy hair, and this one guy, he's got his fingers tented. He's got like tight braids and his fingers tented, and he's sitting there and he's like, see, I prefer a woman to be au natural, as they call it, And as soon as he says that, right underneath him, like like the lower third or whatever, it pops up and it says Alonzo, teacher.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Fuck. Has being gay ever come up on that show?
I don't know. I mean, I've only seen like 2 or 3 episodes.
I'm sure it has.
I'm sure it has, and I'm sure they're very, very.
You know what probably has? The DL. That's
Yeah.
like a big issue.
Brothers on the DL spreading AIDS in the community.
Whoa, dude.
Well, let's talk about that on our White Men podcast.
I mean, we're
doing that right now.
Yeah, we already
This is the White Men
crossed
podcast.
over and
I don't know,
saying soft A N-word territory.
How am I the racist one? How have you turned on me now? That'd be
terrible.
Yeah, no, my ball cancer turned. Well, not ball cancer.
Was a bumbleclot?
Yeah, it was a I don't know, some kind of cyst or whatever. I had to go to a Chinese urologist, Dr. Louis, who had 1 star on Yelp.
Why you did it on purpose?
No,
you
man.
did it on purpose.
No, it's because I had to get.
Bulldog.
I was automatically assigned the primary care physician in Chinatown, and then so like any kind of referral I get is going to be from.
No, you can change that shit.
I could, yeah. Well, I got to re-up now. I got to go see a specialist.
Gotta get some Medicaid?
Yeah. I got to my year.
Yeah, I have just a fucking pain in like right by my like under my hip, between my hip and dick.
What's that all about?
That's probably testicular cancer.
You think so?
I mean, I didn't have a pain. I had a lump, and I had to go check it out. It's gone now. It just went away on its own.
Yeah.
Did he jerk it off?
No. Well, it was
he
funny.
sucked it out.
He jerked it out?
Well, yeah. What's funny is
Bing! Just something shoots out of your dick after he jerks you off.
Yeah. No, I mean, they play with your balls and dick. I mean, it's not like you be like, would you jerk you off? It's like, kind of, yeah.
You got rectal?
He's a urologist.
You got rectal before?
Yeah, he did. He did that. And you know what the worst part about a proctology exam is you think it's the finger in your ass. It's not. The worst part is when you're walking home and they didn't clean all the lube out and you're leaking fluid out of your ass into your pants, and anytime you sit down you can feel it. And that's like the morning after scene in American History X when they're all laughing at him in the cafeteria. That's how I felt, in Starbucks after I got a finger in my ass by the Chinese guy. And by the way, he had this bucket full of Magnum condoms in his office.
What?
Yeah, and it's like, what are you?
You're gonna say something.
I'm gonna say something racist.
Yeah.
Well,
Let's
you know
hear
where
it.
I'm going with this.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
It does. We've got plenty of racist stuff to cover, so
That's true.
We're not worried about time on this.
Really?
And I
Let's
drank
talk
a bunch
about the Pokemon.
Oh yeah, I guess we
Let's
should
talk about that.
Anytime someone asks me about or says I'm on a group text with some friends and they keep talking about Pokemon, I'm like, guys, I'm just focusing on Black Lives Matters right now. So I don't really have.
But no, did you read about the Holocaust Museum?
Oh, it's so good.
And people were going in to
There's-
catch Pokemon.
There's nothing but Meowths there. Just with the gold.
I mean, doesn't like the
kind of halfway get that.
Yeah, when the Pulitzer, that thing is
gold
good.
coins.
Good reference.
was that a mouse reference?
No.
I don't
Meowth.
Oh, that's what I
Yeah.
thought it was.
No. Meowth is the Pokemon who hoards gold coins.
I thought you meant the
thought it was a
Holocaust.
reference to Mouse,
Yeah.
the famous graphic
You know, it's funny.
novel.
There's like
I thought he was making a literary.
Yeah.
No. Although I did have to read that in high school.
they've released like 50 new Pokemon a year since like 1995. So there's probably a fucking Pokemon now that's like the Auschwitz victim because they ran
out of shit. Some of them got like
you
really
run
crazy.
Out of, like shapes and things
Yeah.
to do. After a while, I wonder if they just start accidentally like inventing actual animals that exist in like Australia. And, like,
Yeah.
that's already
Well, one of them. I mean, they did that with like the first round of them because one of them is just a fucking cat.
Yeah.
You know, or like a rat. But there's one that's just like a set of keys.
Really?
Yeah, they like ran out of like Pokemon. There's one of them that's
so
just
bottom
like
of
a
the
keychain
barrel.
with fucking
That's
keys.
so
Yeah.
phoning it in. I respect whoever did that.
Yeah, no.
My
apparently-
friend's mom named the Pokemon.
We talked about this too.
Did we?
I think so.
No, I think we
Yeah,
talked
we
about
did.
it on the episode.
Oh, we talked about the one that we
disposed
deleted.
of.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The lost episode.
The lost ep.
Which, in comparison, now looks like it would have been fine.
I think our standards at that point were so much higher.
Yeah, we were like, we didn't do any jokes. At one point, Adam didn't know what was going on, so we have to delete that one.
We should release it, see what happens sometime.
Yeah. No, we talked about that.
We're gonna release it as
For
a
Stavi's-
premium
No, I
premium
deleted
For
it.
episode.
Stavi's Golden Angels.
$100,000.
If you donate $100,000, you can be one of Stavi's Golden Angels, and you get a DVD rip of that episode.
And a pair of underpants that Sav wore on a very hot day in New York
I
City.
literally will do that. If you donate $3, the
You
cost
also
of the
get
underwear.
a secret recording of me using all of the slurs, both Dog the Bounty Hunter and Hulk Hogan used. In case you ever want to blackmail me, you have that. It's the special blackmail package.
So yeah, donate.
But there's one I remember. I know there's one Pokemon that's it's just like a woman in blackface.
yeah. But it
Yeah,
also
oh,
like
no, I heard about that, and I think that the name in Japanese is like
It's racist. I'm sure it's racist.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's the N-word 5 times. Or whatever the character for the N-word is.
Fuck, what was that one called?
Jinx.
It was something like
it was Jinx. Yeah,
you're
'cause
right.
I posted it on Twitter the other day. See, the problem is like I want to talk about Pokemon Go, but I've already like did all the jokes I could do
whatever. Dude.
online.
People like to hear it out of your
Yeah.
day.
They want to hear me say the tweets.
They do. Yeah, they literally.
really good.
It's got to be.
Literally
It's
do.
got to be spontaneous.
I just-
go through the
I
Nick
just
Mullen
want-
video.
You know what? And it's maybe I'm being a little bit unfair to Italians, but in an age where you're not really allowed to be racist anymore, you can still be racist towards Italians.
Oh, anything you say. I can't stand when Italians like, hey, whoa, come on, man. I'm Italian. It's like, no, fuck, get the fuck out of here.
Well, the reason it's like they'll never be able to stop that is because, you know, with other minority groups, you know, like people, I remember when I was like a teenager, like it's being racist towards black people has just never really been okay.
right.
That one's
Well,
always been off.
You could be really
Oh.
racist for the beginning of this country, but after that,
No, I mean in the last, like, since I've been alive.
oh,
That one's always been off
in
limits.
Greektown, Baltimore, Maryland, it's
Oh, okay.
it's always been very. I think in most in half of the communities in America, it's been okay. But I know what you're saying though.
Well, I'm saying that I remember being like 12, and I remember thinking like, it's weird that you're like, you know, it's like really messed up if you said something like if you used a racial slur towards a black person, but I can spend all day being like, yeah, Chinese guys got tiny dicks, and it's just funny, and they laugh at it, and I say it to their faces, and they smile,
Dude.
and they, you know,
Yeah.
And
they
it's like,
smile. And they
yeah, right.
Play
you know,
play
but so
chopsticks.
what
on the
happened
piano.
was eventually Asian people got angry, and you know, with Suey Park and all, you know,
That was hilarious,
Arthur
yeah.
Chu, who that does, you know, to be fair, have a very tiny dick. So I don't know.
That is true. We don't want to. We don't
I
want to
don't wanna-
slander him. He does have.
He does have a really
micro
tiny.
Penis.
He has an extremely small dick. So for legal purposes, we're not going
We
to.
have to say that.
Just
We
a
have to say
disclaimer.
legally, Arthur Chu has a very, very small dick.
Microscopic.
You
It's
can't
like a
see it.
match head. It's just a little red match head dick.
It's the same color as
That's
every
how he
match head.
fucs. He strikes it.
He has to rub it up against some pubic
makes
hair.
a little like little pop noise. I've finished. I've finished sex. But you know, but it's racist.
Yeah.
And they got angry, and that's why people don't make, you know, Asian jokes anymore. They cancel Colbert
Right.
shit. As misguided as it was, that shit wound up
You think it
working.
worked?
I think it did. But why Italians will never be able to do that is because they're already angry.
There's no.
There's
next
no.
level.
Yeah, they can't get angrier. They're like the Hulk.
They could do like the Sopranos.
They're
episode.
they're the Hulk in the sense that they like to wear shitty purple clothes.
Dude, talking about, I have an anecdote about my not knowing that you can't be racist because I grew up around a bunch of fucking animal Greek people who fucking just
we're the worst people on earth. Like I remember a life lesson one of my friends' dads taught me.
Well, the Greeks are just Italians without any industry.
Right, but like we've been really coasting on democracy for forever.
That's true.
Like that's what we got. But like this fucking guy, he was a piece of shit. His name is Haralambos. Haralambopoulos, which is such a fucking stupid name. He's just one of the worst people I've ever met in my fucking life. Like a lesson he gave his son was the worst thing a man can be. Number 1, a gambler. Number 2, a faggot. And I was like, that's like at his son's 16th birthday party. Lessons he's just telling all his male friends, you know.
I talked to a guy who's a first responder that listens to the show, and he IED guy. He
got
His
IED'd?
little Jeep was blown up in Iraq
on 9/11.
Yep.
Oh,
and
his Wrangler.
And so he's chronically just pissing and shitting.
He was in
himself.
Iraq first responder.
He came back over here, and his wife had to quit her job, so she should clean up.
His
all
ass was
his
leaking all day.
He was pissing and shitting constantly while he's just
what a
getting
nightmare.
more Punisher tattoos on his limbs that still work. And he's been in diapers. And he went on to MacWeldon.com and he got that pair of underwear and he put them on and instantly stopped
His
pissing
legs,
and shitting
his
himself.
legs grew back.
Yeah, his legs grew back and he stopped pissing and shitting himself. And Jennifer Garner's actually producing a movie about it now because his
and she sucked his cock.
His
too.
dick and balls actually said they met God.
While
they weren't working, they met
They were-
Jesus.
yep.
And his dick actually started talking, and it's the feel-good movie of the summer.
I saw an advanced screening.
Kevin Sorbo as the veteran and Jennifer Garner as his wife that's cleaning up his piss. Kevin Sorbo is covered in piss and shit. In the opening scene.
Yep.
At first we see him in Iraq and he's just like, I'm just a 19-year-old kid. He just wants to be a watch model. Once I get back, I want to pick up my dad's watch modeling business when I get back from this mission here in Somalia, fighting child soldiers. And then he boom, bang, boom.
Yeah,
you know,
scary.
Then the truck rolls. And they're like, well, welfare check. Everybody, your dick good, your legs good. And Mike's like, my dick's good. Oscar, Dick, Michael, bravo. You know, and then Kevin Sorbo's like, oh God, my dick can't get hard, and I'm pooping.
So wait, was his wrist blown off? His wrist blown off?
I don't know.
Does he want to be a watch
I don't know
model?
When does his dick meet God?
So he's this is still the aftermath.
Okay.
And then he's flown back. He's dragged back.
Okay.
Behind the truck because the army ran out of money at this point. And so they drag him back to America, and his body is dangling, pissing and shitting itself.
Oh, no.
All the way. And he's just reading the Punisher comics on the way back home. So he's just waiting to meet his wife.
Yeah.
And he gets back to Jennifer Garner. He's like, oh, my God, what happened? And he's like, my dick died in Somalia. And then, so, the piss and shit, and they're trying to get their life back together, and then
she's like, I'm allergic to shit.
I'm allergic to shit, and
This
she's
is
like,
ruining our marriage.
I'm a Christian, so I can't get a divorce, but I might cheat on you with a different type of first responder, a fireman maybe.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, I hate firemen. I'm more of a police kind of guy. Anyways, he goes to
he got
MacWeldon.com,
underwear.
and then his dick comes back to life, and he's like, "Tell you what, folks, while I was up there, I met the big fella."
Oh.
They're like, "Honey, your dick can talk now?" He's like,
Yeah.
"Not only can I talk, I met Jesus."
Not only can I talk, but Jesus told me we should be banning Muslims.
No, I met Jesus. It's Joe Mackey as the dick. Kumail Nanjiani as Kevin Sorbo's dick. I thought met God.
That's not what he sounds
He sounds like that kind of.
Not really.
He's got a little bit of.
I mean, yes, but
slight.
Something, I don't know. It used to be worse.
It did.
It got worse while he was in heaven.
Oh, his dick becomes
and
in.
now his dick is Pakistani.
He met the Pakistani
Ooh, how
god.
did you deal with
and
that?
then it turns out that Jesus was Muslim the entire time.
Oh, and then the guy kills himself.
And then the guy kills him.
And he goes to hell where
This
Jesus
summer.
is.
Yeah.
Kiss me. Let me see your little ass dick. I wanna suck it off.
Yeah.
I'm gay. So fuck me. Do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do. Yeah. That's the movie.
Kiss me, piss in my ass and mouth. I'm gay. Yeah.
Damn, I had another good one, but I forgot it.
Yeah.
It was something about being gay again. But
I was laughing
I'll
the
admit
other
it
day
escapes me.
About going to see Peanut Butter Falcon.
Yep.
But then laughing in the theater like fucking Robert De Niro in Cape
Oh, yeah,
Fear.
yeah.
Just with a cigar. Everyone's trying to watch the movie. I'm like, ah! Hey! Hey! You know.
Yeah, that'd be
Big
funny.
Naldi being like, "Hey, excuse me, do you mind?"
They can't kick you out of a theater for laughing.
Let's just go to another movie. Counselor. Like, what's that guy's deal? I told him he shouldn't make fun of retarded kids 14 years ago. Now he's got a vendetta against me.
Damn, is that what Cape Fear's about? Like
Yeah.
A guy just says a thing in a movie theater?
No, we talked about this. This is about a.
Me and Ari Shafir went to one and what is? Did you ever do that casino in Oklahoma?
Yeah,
Or maybe it's in Arkansas, the Cherokee Nation Casino.
Yeah, it was a good show.
It's
but
a good
being there
show,
was so
and the fuck
depressing.
they pay well.
Yeah,
and then they gave you it's in a casino, so they were like, and here's coupons for the buffet. You get there the first night, and you're like, I'm gonna hit that up tomorrow, and it is the most disgusting food.
the worst, bro. I was so excited. I went there with Bobby, and we had just gone to the one in Connecticut, Mohegan Sun.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
and
nice.
that buffet was fucking wild. I was like, ooh, I'm about to have fucking lamb and shit like that. I'm about to have fucking salads and shit. This place was slop, bro.
It's disgusting.
They might as well
And then
have
it's
served
all-
it in a fucking trough.
And then they do like a Busch Gardens thing where it's like Asia, Europe.
Yes,
And then,
yes,
Europe is like pizza and macaroni and cheese.
And the Asia, the lo mein was literally spaghetti and teriyaki.
Dude, it was just, honestly disgusting. And then it's like people from Arkansas that are like having I told my wife I was with the guys, I'm at like the casino all weekend. And so there's like, I got like buffet meals probably 3 times I was there just because it was free.
Yeah.
And every time somebody wanted to talk to me about how good the food was.
Yes, dude.
And it's,
every employee was like, "Oh, you're gonna love the buffet."
But anyways, so the opener for the show, and I didn't even have a say in it, but he was like my pay was higher than it should have been. And he was like, "Oh yeah, they just add my pay to yours." And I was like, "What the fuck?" And he was like, "'Cause I'm an immigrant, so I can't get paid."
Oh, I know that guy. Was it the Indian guy?
He's an Indian guy. Yeah. He's a nice guy, but he's like, he just has, he came from India and then he works at like fucking Otis Spunkmeyer or some bullshit.
Yeah, he works for like Smuckers.
Yeah, that's it. He works for Smuckers, and he can't leave that town, and that's the only thing he knows of like America is this like bullshit town and working the casino. So he's like, he's like taking us out to eat. He's like, man, there's a lot of really good restaurants around here, and he's it's like Panda Express, McDonald's, and
Dude, they took us to one place. They were like, "These are the best burgers you will ever have in your life."
Yeah. So we went to the Mongolian barbecue there. And
that's probably not bad because it's mostly just fucking sauces.
It's easy, dude. It's marinated beef. Yeah, you go buck wild with the sauce.
That's smart. Me and Bobby went. And the fucking burger, and I was so excited to get off the fucking reservation, because I literally could not eat any more of that food. I was like, I'm going to die here.
Yeah.
And I was like, great, we're going to another restaurant. These fucking burgers were like cafeteria fucking, and like, I'm not joking. Like every random people that didn't know, when they would find out we were going, they'd be like, oh, I'm jealous. You get to go to fucking, whatever, the Stevie's Burgers or whatever. And they were great. They didn't ask you how do you want it cooked.
Yeah.
That's the thing. When someone says the burgers are great, and they're just like, great, a burger. Like, there's no medium or medium rare. They're just like, what? And it was thick, dude. It was just like gray all the fucking way through.
Well, it fucks you up because, like, in Texas, you can just go to the middle of nowhere in Texas, and there's like plenty of places in East Texas where there's just amazing barbecue.
Yeah.
And it's like a guy that probably found out that slavery ended like 20 years ago. That just has like a truck. Half the truck is a barbecue. The gas tank has meat in it.
Yeah.
And he's living in the cab with his nephews. And they got it's called like Dorp's Barbecue. He's always got some onomatopoeia name. Yeah, I'm
He doesn't
Buck.
remember a life without barbecue.
Yeah, my name Buck, and there go my barbecue. It's a barbecue, but it's also my house, and I drive it around sometimes.
Just a fucking a truck with a screen door.
Yeah.
Instead of a closing door.
Right, just screen doors on the side. All he's got is an apron on, and he's completely naked otherwise. just his dick's hanging out.
I think he's wearing boots, but his feet are just completely
his
hard.
feet have laces. They're untied. And he's
got laces going up his fucking foot.
Now, my name's Buck, and this is like, there's just like flies giving birth on his hands. And then he hands you a piece of fatty brisket, and it's the best thing you've ever tasted in your life.
It's the best meat you've ever put in your fucking mouth.
It's so
once,
good,
dude.
yeah. But then you go to other parts of the South, and they're like, you got to try this. And it's like a fucking Pizza Hut that clearly used to be a Blockbuster. Yeah. There's still like the big ticket outside. It's called Earl's Pizza Hut, and it's the fucking shittiest. It's the shittiest food you've ever had.
They were like, dude, these people were like, I can't wait till we get a Starbucks.
Yeah.
They were like,
and then they get
Starbucks
you
is nice.
And then the Starbucks is just a place to make YouTube videos with your gun. It's a place to your participation in the culture war takes place at Starbucks with your 9mm because they won't write "Happy Birthday Jesus" on the cup.
I can't wait to brandish my weapon at a black man at a Starbucks.
Right. I can't wait to throw John Legend's CD on the ground and say, "Be gone, Satan."
In those towns, the people that work at the Starbucks are always like the lesbian, like septum piercing,
Yeah,
the
well,
goth
Starbucks
kids.
flies them in from Seattle.
Yeah.
Yeah. They get them from HQ.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you need a fucking lesbian. You need a lesbian in a fucking polo just to run that thing like a tight ass ship.
Mm-hmm. People think that that's like the first station to getting out of that town, right? It's like getting a cosmopolitan worldview at Starbucks.
You will meet if there is a Jew in your town. They're gonna go to Starbucks if there's nothing else.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's the way out. They're the way the fucking. They'll lead you out. Dude.
That's
they
the
know how to get
station out of this damn town.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Damn, I'm already tired with my food choices here because I stocked up.
What'd you eat, baby?
I've just been eating a bunch of pickles. Famous Dave's. Stop. Do you know about Famous Dave's pickles at Costco?
I'm not a pickle guy.
Come on, man. The Famous Dave's, try them. I wasn't a pickle guy either.
You're gonna make fun of me, but there's Bubby's. Have you ever had that brand? kosher.
It's not a
dill
brand
pickles.
thing. I can't get.
It's
I can't
pretty
get
good.
behind it. The fucking texture is weird.
Stop. Listen to me. I was not a pickle guy 10 years ago. I went to
Okay.
Norman Wilkerson's house, and he had Famous Dave's pickles in the fridge. And I was like, what? I was cat sitting or something. I ate all of their pickles.
You know what you should do?
And I don't
You
even
should
think he
start
likes it. He
pickling
didn't even care.
during
He
the
didn't realize
quarantine.
what he had on his hand. What do you mean, start pickling? Like, just take...
You can
just put,
Yeah, take like vegetables and
I
stuff and
thought
start
of
pickling them.
pickling my
brine.
own red. Because here's the thing, I love those pickled red onions.
you can do it in the
man.
micro.
Those are
You can
great.
do it in the microwave in like 30 minutes.
What's that?
If you put vegetables in brine and put it in the microwave for 30 minutes, you can pickle them in 30 minutes. You can pickle things.
Really?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound right.
No, it works actually because my friend used to make his own. He would because you need the cucumbers in there to make the brine taste like pickle juice, like finished pickle juice. So he would make the brine, put the cucumbers in there, microwave it. You put it in the fridge for like a day.
Interesting.
And then you add it to whiskey, and then that lets you drink an entire fifth of whiskey in 10 minutes.
Yes, picklebacks.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
I know.
I remember
Listen,
those.
I've taken a couple of those.
Mhm.
The thing is, I just don't like a fucking cucumber in general. I'm not. It's not my fucking
Cucumber
thing.
water is
I'll
fucking
pickle some other
disgusting.
shit.
I cannot stand cucumber water. That infused shit.
See, that's interesting because if I had to pick one byproduct of cucumber, I would choose cucumber water.
Watermelon infused water. Now we're talking.
Now that's good
That's
shit.
something they serve up at Earps.
Dude, yeah.
It comes out of the windshield washing fluid reservoir.
Yeah, we do Earp special tonic. It's half Fabuloso.
He's got just
half rainwater
on his chest, just tattooed health grade Z. He just failed every inspection ever.
in a fucking infected stick and poke. You
Yeah.
can just see it's bubbling up.
There's just pus. And then you're like, let me get one of the shoulder clods, and it's delicious.
The best.
Yeah.
You don't even care that his fucking amputate gangrenous fingers
Yeah.
served it to you with no fucking glove.
Me and Bobby had a nice day going down to Lockhart with Mike Suarez.
Yes, I remember the story.
Yeah.
Mike fucking threw away too much barbecue.
Mike threw out probably, not even joking, close to $1,000 worth of food.
We should find him and kill him.
We should, especially now that food is so scarce.
Dude, that's true.
Yeah.
Maybe we should start raiding, dude. Go to your neighbors, kill them, take their fucking DiGiorno's.
Yeah.
Is it purge rules yet? I saw videos of people just stealing from CVS, and there's like nothing. Apparently, the security won't arrest you or something.
Where?
Interesting. That's what Adam's
there are like
already-
videos of people like
Adam's already
going into
excited about the
CVS's
idea of
and
not
just
paying for
swiping.
gum.
Damn, Nick just said something that was probably a good burn to you.
Yeah,
but I
so
couldn't
Adam's
hear it.
excited about not paying for gum. Just 35 cents.
Oh no, I'm not going outside, Nick.
Oh, we're gonna
I'm not
shave a
risking it
little off
with this
the top.
virus.
What?
Even the prospect of free things aren't going to keep me outside or get me outside.
Yeah, they are, dude.
Actually, I'm been jogging. Actually, it's a joke from Anchorman.
Nice.
Called jogging.
Where are they looting CVS's already? Where?
I don't know. There are videos online. Check it out. It's purge rules, baby.
No, I don't think there are.
We
Fuck
should go. Rich people that have gone to like upstate to the Hudson Valley, their places are probably empty.
Ooh,
Go
that's
looting
true.
There.
Let's go down Madison Avenue, dude.
It'd be funny to
Go
be
to-
like a rich person. You come back at the end of all of this, and there's just somebody's just taking a dump right in your foyer.
There's just a bunch of homeless guys having an orgy in your apartment.
Isn't that also an Anchorman joke?
No, I
No,
don't think
that-
that's Anchorman.
What did he steal that from? Where they steal the car?
Wolf of Wall Street, but it's not homeless guys.
No.
It's-
There's a
What
movie
is
where
Wolf of
somebody's
Wall Street?
car is stolen, and homeless Mike and the boys are having like an orgy.
That's with
That's right.
Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
It is a Will Ferrell movie.
It's a Will Ferrell movie. Yeah, homeless Mike.
That's
and the
why
boys
I
say
source
thanks.
most of my jokes from Will Ferrell movies.
Yeah.
San Diego,
Today.
it's a whale's pussy.
That's good.
Yeah, today
it's
at
great,
least,
very
that's
funny.
where the jokes are coming from. So we'd like to thank Will Ferrell for this episode of Cum
Yeah,
Town.
shout out to Will Ferrell.
Honestly, for real, shouts out to Will Ferrell, dude.
Mhm.
I love that guy.
Adam, as a request, can you start stealing jokes from Tommy Boy and Black Sheep?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be nice.
yeah.
I miss those
That's-
movies. So if you can just start, if you can get all your material from those two films.
Yeah, I'll do a Chris Farley. What do you call it? The blonde guy retrospective.
If there's anyone,
Davis
if there's
Spade,
anyone I could ask to have back for the pandemic, it would be Chris Farley. Can you imagine how much better he would be on like Vine or TikTok or whatever it is, and all these people?
He'd be great.
Just
But how would he
smashing
be
his
getting
head.
his heroin? I feel bad for junkies right now. How are they getting
Wow.
their?
Had to remind us that the man was a fucking addict.
No, I'm saying like what
We're
are
over
people
here having
doing
a
that are-
nice time, remembering the good times.
No, I was thinking about that. How do
Say,
people
what
that
a
like
talented
need to
guy,
go to
and you're like,
meetings like,
well,
NA and
he was a
AA,
drug
how do they
addict.
do?
You're talking over Nick again.
No,
Oh,
I'm
sorry,
talking
Nick.
over him, but he was saying something. You would-
What are people doing that need to go to like NA and AA? They can't go to meetings
They're
anymore.
probably literally this.
Oh, probably Zoom.
Yeah.
But you can,
Podcast.
but it's not anonymous. You
Yeah,
can
I mean, it was
record
never
these.
anonymous.
Yeah, that's
You go. That's the whole
The point is that it's
joke
not-
about.
What do you think? They're all wearing fucking Guy Fawkes masks?
Yeah.
It's in the name.
No, that's the whole joke of Alcoholics Anonymous. Is the first thing you do is you stand up and tell everyone your name.
Your first name, not your last.
Yeah, well, you don't need to use your last name on Zoom.
It's true.
That's true.
Nick's
I guess
the-
it does say my last name.
Yeah.
It is mine as well.
Yeah.
Nick is the only one who
Mine
knows
is
how
cool.
to evade the
Because
feds.
Nick is anonymous.
Mine is. Let's see when it switches to me. If it. Yeah, there we go.
Yep.
Awesome.
Now you got to do gallery view, brother.
Yeah.
So you can see everybody all at once.
Wait,
Oh
what
yeah,
is-
Nick, you're doing the one big guy.
No, I'm doing a little. I'm doing a little. I have the window minimized as small as possible so I can look at manga.
What is? Don't steal my shit, dude.
Yeah, are you into it? Are you into
Nah,
reading Japanese?
I'm not. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
You think I'm
Manga
gonna
is
read
the
anime?
book.
Dude, it's so.
Yeah.
It would be funny to see you just on like the train after this with a little bento box, reading like Love Hina. What is it? Love Hina? Is that?
I don't know.
That I think that's a manga. It might be an anime, but yeah, just
Nice.
reading like Japanese teen girl.
There was,
Oh, yeah.
when I worked at GameStop, there was like,
Or maybe he was gay.
everyone else that worked there. Everyone else that worked there was like a GameStop guy, you
Right,
know,
yeah.
which is like white man,
A cool alpha
right.
male who fucks, gets
Yeah,
his dick
yeah.
sucked.
white guys that are like they kind of suck and you know, like me, I guess. It's like a GameStop guy.
Yeah.
That's right. And then like that laughing stock manager Bill, I told
Yeah,
that guy's
he shit his
story already.
pants.
And then the assistant manager John, who I didn't get into as much, but was also very funny. We were all out on the loading dock smoking cigarettes, and I was only there for the holidays. It was like a temp job because you get. I think GameStop they might still do it, but employees get like 25% off everything.
Damn.
During the holidays.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, yeah, I'll just work at GameStop. And
Yeah, I remember that seasonal shit
like
in high school.
literally just for the discount.
Yeah.
And we're standing out back, and fucking Bill's like, guys, I got some great news for you. And he's like listing like stores and the numbers that they did, and like our store, he's like, our store, $1.2 million in sales. For the I don't know, whatever the fucking number was. It was some ridiculous number. And then fucking John's like smoking a cigarette and like just waving his fist in the air and exhaling like, yes. You don't see any of
I
that
love
money.
that, dude.
You don't get a bonus.
I
You
know.
fucking make $9 an hour.
I remember that stupid that pride people had in like fucking like I remember they tried to do that at the foreclosure law firm. They're like, "Come on, guys, we have to hit these certain. If we get 100 hearings scheduled, you get like a fucking pizza party." And it's like you're literally just asking me to celebrate kicking people out of their homes. Like that's what I'm supposed to fucking. That's what I'm supposed to fucking look forward to. Or at the mortgage company at American Government Mortgage. If you got someone to refinance, you got like a $20 bonus.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, this is fucking piece of shit company just made how many thousands of dollars?
Yeah. The only place that ever did that where I worked at a car dealership, and it was like a family-owned car dealership.
Yeah.
And I remember a couple of Sundays they would bring in their like family pastor or some religious guy that they had known, and he would like sermonize, and
The staff?
the staff. We would all sit there, but then they had like this board up and I can't remember. My memory's hazy of what it actually was. I don't think it was Jeopardy or whatever, but it was like a board with like numbers on it. Or like a grid of pieces of paper, and they'd be, and they would call on you, and you'd be like, I don't know, like B5 if you got like an answer correctly, and they pull off the board, and they're like, yep, here's a check for $200, and they would just like give you free money.
Whoa!
And
what?
Yeah, it was awesome. I got like $75 one time, and
nice, man.
But usually it was like an extra lunch or whatever, something like that. Yeah. But then at the end it'd be like, and remember, serve God, serve your country, and serve your company.
Yo, that's the kind of like corny conservative people shit that I can get behind. You know what I mean?
Was. You know what? It's like they were like very nice to me, considering what a like drunk fucking ungrateful piece of shit 19-year-old I was to like work at that place.
Goddamn! Imagine
the guy that managed the used car lot was like the son of the dude that owned the dealership, and he saw I had like shitty clothes. I didn't have like nice clothes, and he must have given me like $1,000 worth of dress shirts. And I was like, yeah, thanks.
Are these all the colors you have?
Yeah. No, he gave me like 30 ties.
Really?
Yeah, just they were like so nice to me, and I'd blown off work, and eventually I just stopped showing up. And
you use them to like tie them in together as like a pulley to jerk off. Like from the ceiling.
I like legitimately. I remember because I left, and when I was like, I didn't show up for a month, and then I finally came in to like, to get my last paycheck or something. And the guy was like livid, and he was like, you're young, but that was like, your experience here was the most unprofessional thing I've ever seen in my time.
Jesus Christ!
I mean,
you set the record.
Yeah, I guess because I interviewed well, and I sold a car like my first day, so
that's huge.
Yeah, well, I had sales experience, but my sales experience was
from
like
cell phone kiosk.
Cell phone kiosk where I was a manager, and I hired this big black dude Mark, and I would make him go buy me 40s at the beer store.
Nice.
At the beginning of my shift. And then I would get drunk off Mickey's in the bathroom.
Nice.
And then just like fucking Wall Street, money never sleeps.
Just sell the fuck out of some cell phone cases.
Yeah, dude, drunk as shit. It's just loud black woman be like, you drunk? I'm like, yeah, I'll give you some free ringtone. She'd be like, all right. Maybe I do want a Nextel.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, I used to love interviewing well. And then just as soon as I interviewed,
it's the story of my life.
Yep. I'm the shitty, and it always take people like 2 to 3 months to realize that the person they interviewed was never showing up for work.
Yeah,
that it was just like, at first it was like, maybe he's just getting his footing, and then it's like, this is a fucking shitty human being who tricked me. And then it was like too late.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was like I'm good at interviews and first dates.
You did that at Vox. You got hired at Vox, and they fired you.
We've never said that on the pod.
You got fired a week later.
I got fired a month later.
I forgot you worked at Vox.
That's the best situation. Didn't you collected unemployment for like a year after that?
For 6 months, yeah.
That was insane.
For a month of work?
Yeah, you don't remember that when he moved here? He just wasn't working.
No, I wasn't here yet. I wasn't.
Oh
here.
yeah, he just didn't have to work because Vox was like paying his fucking unemployment.
No, it was the unemployment insurance. It was the government, state of Maryland.
Wait, why? Wait, the state of Maryland, really?
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Into it? I was going through that breakup, and I just like couldn't pay attention to work.
What were you? You were a paralegal there?
Yeah, I was a paralegal.